Hello there and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to talk about tier sets, and more specifically we're going to talk about the Scarlet Enclave raid tier sets. Yes, the brand new raid of Phase 8 of Season of Discovery. In this video I'm going to show you the brand new models for these tier sets for each of the classes and some of the early set bonuses, which of course may change, but yeah, I thought I'll show them off regardless. But yes, we are getting a brand new raid after Naxxramas in Season of Discovery. But before we get into all of that, guys, I do want to give a huge thank you to everyone over on my Patreon. I've been posting over there quite frequently with updates to the channel, different video ideas and things like that. So if you do want to support me over on Patreon, I'll leave a link down below. Right, so yes, the Scarlet Enclave raid is coming in Phase 8 of Season of Discovery. This is a brand new raid which was speculated, and now that we have the PTR live, we can actually see some of the rewards from this raid, including brand new tier sets. So there are a ton of items from this raid, including weapons and trinkets and all sorts of things like that. But today we're going to focus on those Scarlet themed tier sets. So let's quickly talk about how these are obtained through the raid. So actually these are not raid drops specifically. They're actually purchased from a vendor called Brian Steelblade, who is the Scarlet Quartermaster. Basically what's happening in Phase 8 is that new Avalon from Wrath of the Lich King has been added to the game, and this is an area you can actually run around and explore. Now during the questing you will get an item called the Scarlet Insignia. With this item you can actually disguise yourself as a member of the Scarlet Crusade, making all the residents of New Avalon and Tyr's Hand neutral to you so you can speak to them and have access to the vendor. To get the Scarlet Insignia to work, you will need to obtain the tabard of the Scarlet Enclave, which we're not sure where it comes from, or get 4 pieces of Scarlet Uniform. Now the Scarlet Uniform is crafted by professions, with the recipes dropping from NPCs in New Avalon. So while you're in there killing the Scarlet Crusade, these recipes will be dropping for you. Now these items are BOE, so you will be able to purchase these on the auction house, or you can craft them yourself. And they do take quite a lot. They take like righteous orbs and things like that, so they're going to be very expensive. But once you have 4 of them, you can use the Scarlet Insignia and run around New Avalon without issues. Now the Scarlet Uniform items aren't just used for the Insignia. So going back to Brian Steelblade, they're actually going to be a part of the purchase of these tier sets. So to purchase a tier set, you will need 1 piece of the Scarlet Uniform. So let's say you're buying the boots, you need the Scarlet Uniform boots, which can be crafted or purchased on the auction house. And the other item you're going to need is a Crusader's Chalice. Now, presumably, these do drop from the raid. So it looks like the raid bosses will be dropping the chalices, and then you can just purchase whichever item you like with that, which seems like a great system in regards to just being able to pick and choose which specific pieces you'd like to buy of the set. So yeah, that's kind of the way that the purchasable tier sets work, at least as of the first build of PTR. Okay, so let's take a look at some of the appearances of these tier sets as well as the set bonuses. Now, one thing you will notice about these tier sets is that they do use appearances from either Classic WoW or later expansions, but they are Scarlet themed recolors. Now, regardless of that, they do actually look really, really cool. So yeah, let's start with the Warrior set. So the Warrior set is called the Lightbreaker set, and there are 2 versions of this. You have the tank version and the DPS. Now, the appearance of the set is a recolor of the Onslaught armor tier 6 for warriors from Burning Crusade. So the tank set is called the Lightbreaker's Battle Gear. Your 2 set for this is that your Shockwave deals 100% increased damage. The 4 set is that it increases the duration of Recklessness by 15%. And the 6 set bonus is that Gladiator Stance no longer reduces your armor or threat, which is actually kind of huge. The DPS version of this set is called the Lightbreaker's Warplate. The 2 set bonus is that your Cleave strikes 1 additional target. The 4 set is that your Mortal Strike, Bloodthirst, and Shield Slam deal 50% more damage. And the 6 set is that each time Deep Wounds deals damage, it reduces the remaining cooldown of your Whirlwind by 3%. Whirlwind deals 50% increased damage to a target inflicted with your Deep Wound. So that's the Warrior set for the Scarlet Enclave raid. Moving on into Paladins, this is the Inquisition set. This also uses the model of the Onslaught armor set, the tier 6 Warrior set, but in different colors. There are 3 versions of the set. You have a tank version, a healing version, and a DPS. this. The tank set is called the Inquisition Bulwark, with the 2 set bonus being Shield of Righteousness, also increases your block value by 100% for 6 seconds. The 4 set being Shield of Righteousness deals percentage increased damage equal to your block chance, and then the 6 set bonus is that each time you block, you heal for 50% of your block value, which, yeah, also sounds pretty great. The healing set is called the Inquisition Armor. The 2 set bonus for this is that Lay on Hands also grants you 20% spell haste for 1 minute. The 4 set is casting Holy Light, Flash of Light, or Divine Light on your Beacon of Light target causes you to gain 100% of the spell's base mana cost. And then the 6 set is that an additional 25% of your healing is transferred to your Beacon of Light target. For DPS Paladins, you have the Inquisition Warplate. The 2 set for this is that Crusader Strike and Exorcism grant you Holy Power, increasing all holy damage you deal by 20%, stacking up to 3 times. The 4 set is that Divine Storm, Holy Shock, and Holy Wrath consume all your holy power, dealing 100% increased damage per holy power you have accumulated. And then the 6 set is that consuming holy power increases your attack power by 10% per holy power consumed for 10 seconds. Next up, let's take a look at the Hunter set. So the Hunter set is called the Dawnstalker set, and this uses the appearance of the Field Marshal PvP set, but is of course a Scarlet recolor. There are 2 versions of this set, one for melee hunters and one for range hunters. For the melee hunters, your set is called the Dawnstalker Prowess. The 2 set for this is that your strikes and Mongoose Bite deal 20% increased damage to a target afflicted with your Serpent Sting or Wyvern Strike. The 4 set is that your melee critical strikes increase your attack speed by 20% for 10 seconds. And the 6 set is that it increases the bonus damage from Raptor's Fury by an additional 10% per stack. For range hunters, the armor is called the Dawnstalker Armor. The 2 set for this is that your shots deal 20% increased damage to targets afflicted with Serpent Sting. The 4 set is that your range critical strikes increase your attack power by 20% for 10 seconds. And then the 6 set is that your multi-shot hits 2 additional targets and deals 75% increased damage. For Shamans, you have the Soul Crusher set. This is also a recolor of the Hunter Field Marshal PvP set, and there are 4 variants of this. You have a tank, healing, enhancement DPS, and elemental DPS versions. The tank set is called the Soul Crusher's Resolve. The 2 set for this is that your Shield Mastery effect can now stack up to 7 times. The 4 set is that each time your Lightning Shield deals damage, you heal for 100% of the damage it dealt, no more than once every 3 seconds with a 3-second cooldown. And the 6 set is that your Shield Mastery stacks also reduce the cast time of your Lava Burst by 20% per stack, and Lava Burst no longer consumes Maelstrom weapon charges with a 3-second cooldown. The healing set is called the Soul Crusher set, and the 2 set bonus for this is that heals from your Earth Shield have a 40% chance to make your next cast time heal instant cast. The 4 set is that your Healing Wave and Lesser Healing Wave also heal your Spirit of the Alpha target for 50% as much if that is a different target. And your 6 set is that your Chain Heal jumps from 2 additional targets, and its magnitude reduces 20% less per jump. For enhancement Shamans, the set is called the Soul Crusher's Rage. The 2 set bonus for this is that Lava Lash and Storm Strike now have a 100% chance to add a charge to your Lightning Shield. If it exceeds 9 charges, Lightning Shield would immediately deal damage to your target instead of adding a charge. The 4 set bonus is that it reduces the cooldown of your Fire Nova Totem by 60%, and your Fire Nova Totem now activates instantly on cast. And the 6 set is that Maelstrom Weapon can now stack up to 10 charges. If you have 10 charges when casting an affected spell, all charges will be used and the spell will be an instant cast twice. For Elemental Shamans, the set is called the Soul Crusher's Storm. The 2 set bonus is that when your Lava Burst strikes a target afflicted with your Flame Shock, rank 5 or rank 6, it also deals 1 pulse of Flame Shock's damage. The 4 set is that it increases the chance to trigger your Rolling Thunder by an additional 10%. And the 6 set for Elemental Shamans is that it increases the chance to trigger your Overload by an additional 15%. For Rogues, their set is called the Dusk Wraith set, and this is a recolor of the Rogue Field Marshal PvP set, and it has 2 variants, one for tank and one for DPS. The tank set is called the Dusk Wraith Leathers, with the 2 set being gaining any stack of Rolling with the Punches now always increases your stack count to at least 5, and Rolling with the Punches can now have a maximum of 10 stacks. The 4 set is that your Blade Flurry now also strikes a 3rd target, and the 6 set is that you gain 5 energy every time you dodge. For DPS rogues, this is called the Dusk Wraith Armor, and the 2 set for this is that your Backstab and Saber Slash deal 10% increased damage per your bleed effect, inflicting the target up to a maximum of 30%. Your Mutilate deals 10% increased damage per your active poison, afflicting the target up to a maximum of 30%. The 4 set is that your poison and auto attack critical strikes have a 10% chance to grant you a combo point. And the 6 set for DPS rogues is that it increases ambush, eviscerate, Crimson Tempest, and envenom damage by 50%. The Druid set from the Scarlet Enclave is called the Way Watcher set, and there are 4 variants of this, one for tank, healing, balanced DPS, and feral DPS. This once again uses the Rogue Field Marshal's PvP set with a slightly different color. The tank set is called the Way Watcher Guardian. The 2-piece set bonus for this is that your melee critical strikes in bear form or dire bear form grant you a shield lasting until cancelled that absorbs physical damage equal to 25% of your attack power next time you take physical damage, and this stacks up to 0 times, which is obviously a tooltip issue. Your 4 set is that it increases the duration of your Berserk ability by 15%, and then your 6 set is that you heal for 4% of your maximum health every time you deal a critical strike, but no more than every 4 seconds. The healing set for Druids is called the Way Watcher Raymond. The 2 set bonus for this is that each time your Life Bloom heals a target, it has a 5% chance to make your next healing touch, nourish, or regrowth within 15 seconds a instant cast. The 4 set is that targets with your active rejuvenation rank 10 or 11 receive 20% increased healing from your spells. And then your 6 set is that when your regrowth rank 8 or 9 deals a non-periodic critical heal, your rejuvenation on that target will spread to all members of the target's party within 43.5 yards, not already affected by your rejuvenation. The balance set for Druid is called the Way Watcher Eclipse. The 2 set for this is that your Starfire deals 20% more damage to targets with your Moonfire, and your Wrath deals 20% more damage to targets with your Sunfire. The 4 set bonus is that your Star Surge now increases the damage of your next 2 Starfires. And then the 6 set is that each time your Sunfire deals periodic damage, you gain 10% increased damage to your next Wrath, stacking up to 10 times. And each time your Moonfire deals periodic damage, you gain 10% increased damage to your next Starfire, stacking up to 10 times, and these bonuses do not apply to Star Surge. And for feral DPS, you have the Way Watcher Ferocity. The 2 set bonus for this is that you gain 2 energy each time your Rake or Rip deals periodic damage. The 4 set multiplies the damage bonus from Tiger's Fury by 2. And the 6 set is that your finishing moves now have a 20% chance per combo point spent to trigger clear casting and extend the duration of your active Tiger's Fury by 6 seconds. For mages in the Scarlet Enclave, their set is called the Fireleaf set, and there are 2 versions of this. You have a healing set and a DPS set. The model for this set is actually the Mage tier 5 set from the Burning Crusade, but obviously in a recolor. The healing set for mages is called the Fireleaf Vestments. The 2 set bonus is that applying or refreshing Temporal Beacon increases the healing you deal to that target by 20% for 6 seconds. The 4 set is that your most recent regeneration target receives 100% increased health from your spells and effects. And your 6 set bonus is that rewind time also reduces all damage taken by the target by 20% for 10 seconds. For DPS mages, the set is called the Fireleaf Regalia. The 2 set bonus for this is that it increases the duration of your evocation by 4 seconds. In addition, the evocation effect from the Frostfire Regalia can now stack up to 12 times. The 4 set is that it increases the chances to trigger Brain Freeze by 10%, increases the chance for Arcane Blast to trigger Missile Barrage by 10%, and for Fireball and Frostbolt to trigger Missile Barrage by 5%, and reduces the cooldown of Fire Blast by 5 seconds. And the 6 set for DPS mages is that it increases the duration of your Icy Vein spell by 10 seconds. For priests, you have the Revelation set. This once again uses the model for Mage tier 5, but in a Scarlet recolor. You have 2 variants of the set. You have a healing set and the DPS set. The healing set is called the Vestments of Revelation. The 2-piece set bonus for this is that each time you cast Circle of Healing or Penance, you have a 50% chance to make your lesser heal Greater Heal, Flash Heal, Binding Heal, or Prayer of Healing within 15 seconds and instant cast. The 4-set bonus is that your healing critical strikes cause the target to heal for 20% of the amount healed over 4 seconds. And the 6-set for Healing Priest is that your Power Word Shield also instantly heals the target for 20% of the absorb value. The DPS Priest set is called the Raiments of Revelation, with the 2-set bonus being that when your Mind Blast strikes a target afflicted with your Shadow Word Pain, rank 8, it also deals 1 pulse of Shadow Word Pain's damage. The 4-set bonus is that Pain and Suffering is now also triggered by all targets of your Mind Seer. And the 6-set bonus for DPS Priest is that it increases the duration of your Shadow Fiend to 5 minutes. And finally, Warlocks. The Warlock set is called the Heretic set, and there are 2 versions of this. You have a tank version and a DPS version. This once again is a recolor of the Tier 5 Mage set. The tank version is called the Heretic Stitchings. The 2-set bonus for this is that your Shadow Cleave now applies your Corruption rank 7 to every target it hits, but its duration is only 12 seconds. The 4-set is that you heal for 5% of all damage done by your Corruption, and the 6-set is that it increases the damage reduction from Infernal Armor by an additional 10%. The Warlock DPS set is called the Heretic Raiment. The 2-set bonus for this is that your Shadow and Fire non-periodic critical strikes cause the target to burn for 25% of the damage they deal over 4 seconds. The 4-set is that your Incinerate, Shadow Bolt, and Soulfire deal 20% more damage to targets afflicted with your Corruption. And finally, the 6-set is that your periodic critical strikes grant 15% spell casting haste for 15 seconds, and your backdraft grants an additional 15% spell casting haste. And that's it. That is all of the sets and set bonuses as of the PTR. Now, these are, of course, all subject to change. Sorry if that was super info heavy, but yeah, I feel like some of those set bonuses are extremely good and are going to be really awesome to play with in Phase 8. But it is just so incredible to see new content coming to Season of Discovery when truly we thought it was all gonna end at Naxxramas. But yes, we are getting the Scarlet Enclave raid. Testing has not begun for the raid, and I'm not sure if it ever will be tested or it will just be released. But if it is tested, obviously we will be doing full videos here on the channel. We do have a boss list and some other such information, so I might do some videos about that, maybe the trinkets and weapons perhaps of that. But let me know down below what you think of the new tier sets from the Scarlet Enclave raid. Are you excited for this? Are you going to start playing Season of Discovery? I highly recommend checking it out. It's a really good time to start. So yeah, definitely come and play Season of Discovery. I like it a lot. Let me know down below your favorite tier set from the Scarlet Enclave raid, and leave a like on this video as well if you liked it, guys, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. If you want to support me outside of YouTube, I am on Patreon and I'm on Twitter, MrGMYT, and I have a partner Discord channel as well. And also I am streaming on twitch.tv/MrGM. Been streaming Season of Discovery, War Within, all sorts of PTR and testing things. So if you do want to check me out on stream, I'm over on twitch.tv/MrGM. And with that, guys, I'll see you next time.